like to welcome up to the stage Acerta. All right, you are on the clock.
Hi everyone, my name is Greta Kutulenko and I'm the CEO and founder of Acerta. At Acerta, we provide industry's only automotive-focused AI platform that detects and predicts failures within automotive systems. And our solution is already trusted by a number of big automotive manufacturers and tier ones around the globe. And to help understand what it is that we help bring to these manufacturers and the impact we have, let me show you what we've done with one of the transmission manufacturers we've been working with. So the transmission manufacturers have been investing into a lot of innovation within their product. So over the years, the complexity of a system like that has grown exponentially. But the diagnostic tools and troubleshooting tools that they're using remain relatively the same. So right now, during manufacturing, as the transmission goes through the process, the manufacturers through these tools are using about 1% of the data to decide whether the product is in good condition or not. And as a result, nearly 30% of all of the systems that they're manufacturing are ended up in customer complaints. And the only way today to actually find the issues is by having engineers dig through the data and find it themselves. So let me show you a little bit of how this looks like. So these are a few signals from hundreds of transmissions as they're being tested. And all of these look normal based on the different thresholds and analysis that the manufacturers are doing today. But in fact, if you can see the red line I outlined, there's one transmission in there that's actually faulty and has a defect. And today the manufacturer has no way of finding these. So with the use of Acerta, we can actually detect such problems for them. Through our AI, we learn the different correlations and relationships between the different signals within the transmissions and across different testing stages, and can detect these types of anomalies within the data that are representative of the defects. And today the way we're showing it to the manufacturers is in real time in their manufacturing floors. So they can get abnormality scores and basically an understanding of how defective is their system, both from the transmission perspective, the tests that they're doing, as well as down to the signal, so that they can automatically and immediately understand exactly what is happening and what's wrong with their products. So for the manufacturer, we were able to reduce their defect rate by 30%, thus reducing warranties for them and saving them millions in profits. By having and doing our analysis, we can also reduce the number of plots that they have to look at down from over 4,000 to just 10 that they can use immediately to detect and troubleshoot the issue. And lastly, because of how Acerta analyzes this data, the manufacturer is exposed to 80% of issues that they weren't able to find or detect in the past, which is a huge impact on the reliability of the products that they can then deliver to customers. And although this is just one example of a manufacturer, generally, a lot of manufacturers within the automotive industry have a similar process where they're assembling these systems through multiple stages in the production. And at each stage, they take these localized measurements that are being assessed through this threshold system in order to decide whether the product is good or not. And because of these silos, they're often not noticing issues that are related to these correlations between signals as well as steps. So what Acerta does for the manufacturers is we connect the data across these different stages, analyze it all at the same time, and then in real time can provide the manufacturer these alerts about products that are defective so that they can pull it off the line immediately and right away fix the issue. By doing this throughout the process, we can find these problems early so that we can prevent a faulty assembly from ever getting to the end of the line, and that thus decreasing scrap costs and rework costs, and also prevent defective products from ever leaving the plants, thus helping manufacturers save in warranty costs. So the reason manufacturers are choosing Acerta is because we specialize in this AI for automotive, thus resulting in very confident detections that manufacturers can trust and actually implement within such manufacturing environments. Our team also has a lot of experience from AI perspective. We're coming out of the University of Waterloo and the Waterloo-Toronto area, as well as have many automotive advisors on the team who help specialize our AI for the automotive industry. Our product provides data governance across various stages of the automotive life cycle, thus letting the manufacturer use data from across the development so that they can detect much earlier if there are problems. And lastly, we're edge computing enabled, allowing us to provide these analyses in a very quick manner that manufacturers need within their plants. In general, Acerta provides a number of products that provide this type of analysis, starting from the manufacturing environment, but also leading to on-the-road performance and issue detection. Currently, a lot for pre-production vehicles, but also for connected and autonomous vehicles for the future. Thank you, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me and ask. Thank you.